Welcome back. Today I'm taking a look at the brand new Aviator Slide 1. Let's check it out. Alright, let's take this bad boy out of the box here. And yes, this time I did get a user guide, but let's just toss that off to the side here. And yes, the Aviator Slide 1 does come with a pretty nice screwdriver here. I like that, but once again, just toss everything over here. And I'll give you guys a nice close-up of the Aviator Slide 1 here. And while you guys are checking this out, let's talk about some of the features. So the Aviator Slide 1 is a sandwich style wallet that can hold between 1 and 20 cards. It can also hold your bills folded into quarters under the cash strap on the back. It's made up of 2 aluminum plates on the outside, and the internal frame pieces are made from acrylic glass. It features a pull strap for quick access to your credit cards. And you have your choice between carbon fiber, recycled plastic, or no cash clip on the money strap at all. It's also RFID protected, comes with a lifetime warranty and free worldwide shipping, and is 100% made in Germany. Alright, so now let's start discussing the Aviator Slide 1 here. And of course, throughout this video, I will be comparing it to the previous Aviator Slide right here. And if you saw my review on the Aviator Slide here, you're going to know that I called it the best new EDC wallet of 2020. So how does the new Aviator Slide 1 compare to the Slide? Well, let's talk about that. So Aviator says that this is the most minimalistic wallet in their lineup, but it still holds between 1 to 20 cards. So what exactly is different? Well, for one, you can tell right off the bat if I hold up the Slide here, you can see there is no more thumb slot, which is really confusing to me because that's one of the main reasons why I love the Aviator Slide so much was its usability and functionality. It has this large thumb slot right here to easily access your most used credit card, this great new pull tab for quick access to your credit cards, and with the original Aviator, I had a problem with the coin tray and this floating backplate, but with the Slide, they fixed all that. So every problem I had with the original Aviator, they fixed with the Aviator Slide. So what did they do here? Well, I already mentioned they got rid of the oversized thumb slot right here, which I thought was great, but in turn, it gives it a cleaner look. Now, what matters to you more, a cleaner look or more functionality? I'm going for functionality every time. Now, regarding the quick access pull tab right here, just rest assured that it's still that same buttery smooth pull tab action that we saw on the original Aviator Slide. I said before that Aviator has one of the best pull tab mechanisms, and that is still true here. You can see that this pull tab works flawlessly. It is not elastic, so it will dangle back here when your cards are exposed, but you can see once I push the cards back in, just gets sucked right back up. Now you can still adjust the length of the pull tab here while it's in its resting position. Right now I only have 1 card in there, that's why you see a little bit of an excess right here, but I'll show you a little bit later on how to adjust the length here and how to adjust the card capacity just by taking off one of these plates. So if I bring in the Slide again and hold it up next to the Slide 1, you can see that thumb notch on the very top there is left unchanged. But if I turn it around to the back side, you can see now the thumb notch is on the top of the new Slide 1 as opposed to being on the bottom there on the Slide. Now, why is that? Well, on the Slide here, they did that so you can easily access that coin tray right here. That was another thing they fixed on the Slide versus the original Aviator. And on the Slide 1 here, they no longer need the thumb notch on the bottom there because there is no more coin tray on the Slide 1. So I think that's why they call this the most minimalistic wallet in their lineup, because now it just doesn't have a coin tray, which personally I think is great living here in the US because here we don't really carry coins in our wallet like our friends overseas in Europe do. And yes, this is a German wallet. So I think it's great that Aviator actually gave us an option to buy the Aviator Slide without having to carry the coin tray. So you might be saying, why not just take the tray out of the original Slide and then you have a thinner wallet and life is good, but you can't because this tray actually serves a function. You can see it has a channel right there. And that channel helps keep this pull tab aligned inside the wallet. If you remove this tray with this channel in it, this pull tab almost becomes useless. It's just not a usable wallet. So here in a Slide 1, you can see instead of having just 1 frame piece and the coin tray, now it has 2 acrylic glass frame pieces, which is necessary because if I give you a look inside here, not sure if you can see, but there is a spot in there to keep this pull tab aligned. So they had to replace the functionality of the coin tray with another frame piece. So does that necessarily make the Slide 1 a more minimalistic wallet? Not really, because if I hold these up, side by side and you can see the thickness. They're darn near identical. And then side by side from the front view, you can see that they're exactly the same dimensions. So Aviator calling the Slide 1 a more minimalistic wallet doesn't really make sense to me, just because they're the exact same dimensions and they hold exactly the same amount of cards. Except now you're not forced to carry a coin tray if you don't have to, but they had to replace that coin tray with a frame piece. I mean, take your pick here. Now, I do like the fact that they kept the cash strap back here with your choice of either no clip, a carbon fiber money clip, or a less expensive recycled plastic cash clip. And yes, the frame here is the acrylic glass frame. That doesn't add anything to the price of the wallet, but if you go with the optional aluminum space frame, it adds another 100 euros to the price. On the original Slide, if you wanted to upgrade to the aluminum frame, it costs about 50 euros, but remember, now there's two of them, so that price is double. And now let's get into the functionality of the new Slide 1 here. So if I hold up the Slide and the Slide 1 up side by side, now that there's two internal frame pieces there, you can see that groove to accept the cards is much more functional than it was on the original Slide. Only because there's one frame piece right there that has the groove. This is the coin tray that doesn't have a groove. Now there's two that makes a V. So I found it's very, very easy to insert your cards with both of those frame pieces right there. And I'm going to put in all 7. I have this adjusted to 1 to 7 cards, and you can see super easy to insert all 7 cards. And the usability and functionality of the Slide 1 is still top notch. Just give that pull tab a pull, fan through your cards as so using the fan method, or you can just swipe through your cards as so, choose whatever card you want to, push them back in. Yeah, the functionality is fantastic here. And remember, since it has a cash strap here that's threaded through the frame, we do lose a little bit of real estate on each side of those elastic straps there. Now that's both a good thing and a bad thing. If you saw my original Slide review, you're gonna know that I really like this because now there's no more floating backplate. So that's a good thing. The bad thing is, since we're losing a little bit of real estate, we're forced to only fold our bills into quarters. That's right, folding your bills into quarters fits perfectly back here, as you can see, but once you try to fold your bills into thirds, just won't fit. So I just folded my bills into thirds here, and I can just hold it up and you can tell that it's not gonna fit. I'm not even gonna try to attempt that. Now, I am not a third bills folder. I always fold my bills into quarters or half if it's capable. So folding my bills here in the quarters is not a problem at all, but I just wanted to let you guys know that if you do like folding your bills into thirds, that's a no-go here. Now, going back to the functionality of the credit cards here, now because they got rid of that thumb slot, I think it just hurts the wallet overall with its usability, at least with trying to get out your most used credit card. I love the functionality of the Slide here because once you had all your cards in there, if you just wanted to get out one card, you don't have to pull the pull tab and pull up all of your cards just to get one. All you have to do is just slide up that top card, your most used credit card, and bam. Well, you can no longer do that on the Slide 1 here, which I think is a huge step backwards. Now, since Aviator gave us 2 thumb notches on the top now instead of 1 on the top and then 1 on the bottom and the back for the coin tray, now we don't even really have to use the pull strap here. We can just pull all the cards up at once and still do the fan method, as you can see. But you're still pulling all the cards up at once, just like you would with the pull strap here. So once again, I'm right back to, I kind of wish that thumb slot was here. So as much as I love the fact that Aviator gave us a wallet without a coin tray for those of us who don't carry coins on an everyday basis, I feel like this wallet would have absolutely knocked it out of the park if that simple thumb slot was still right here on the top. Yes, I agree that the Slide 1 does have a cleaner look, but once again, I'm going to say it, we're sacrificing looks for functionality here. All right, so now quickly, I'm going to show you guys how to adjust the card capacity just by removing that top plate and adjusting the elastic on the internal frame here. And I've done this a few times before, so I'm going to show you guys again. All you have to do is just take out all the screws there, which I just did off camera, and then that reveals the elastic. So when I took off the plate, the bottom elastic pieces right here kind of came undone, which you have to be careful about. There's nothing really holding these into place other than just the top plate when it's on that keeps it secure. So these could just pop right out. So I'm going to hold this while I'm showing you guys how to do this. And also I just put a card in there just to keep the tension on that band down there. But you can see these two steel rods on either side of the wallet with the elastic. Now that's how you adjust how many cards you want in there. So on the two internal slots that you see right there, that's going to be your 1 to 7 position. Now if I take either one of these steel rods and move it to the outside, doesn't matter which side, that's going to be your 4 to 11 card position. And if you move both steel rods to the outside slots, that's going to be your 7 to 20 card capacity. And then on the bottom here, you can see this is how you adjust the length of your pull tab. So for example, if you have this in the 20 card position, you're going to want to have a little bit more slack on this pull tab. So you're going to want to have this little rod right here moved almost all the way up. I'm not going to do that. I feel like this position right here is pretty good for me. So I'm going to leave it right there. And then all you have to do is just slide that plate right back on there and put the screws back in. So overall, I do like the release of the Slide 1 from Aviator. So I called the Slide the best new everyday carry wallet of 2020. Now, is the Slide 1 the best new everyday carry wallet of 2022? I don't think so. That's not to say that it's a bad wallet, not at all. I think this is a great wallet. But with comparing it to the Slide here, I just think this is a step backwards in functionality. I love the fact that we can now carry an Aviator wallet without having to carry around the coin tray. But I think the Slide 1 would have been absolutely perfect without the coin tray and with giving us that thumb slot here. Simply because I don't want to have to pull out all of my cards just to access the top card. Now Aviator, if you can do that, give us a wallet without the coin tray and a thumb slot right here, then I think you really have a winner. And on top of that, the Slide 1 has a higher base price than the Aviator Slide here. The Aviator Slide starts at 65 euros, which is $68.43 American, versus the base price of the Slide 1 here at 75 euros, which is $78.97. Then add 20 euros to that if you want the carbon fiber cash clip right here. 95 euros equals $100.04 American. And if you want to go with the more durable aluminum frame here, rather than the acrylic glass, add another 100 euros to that. Now we're talking $205.35 if you want it pimped out Slide 1. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video. What do you think of the Aviator Slide 1? Now if you want to check this out for yourself, I will put links down below in my description box. But if you did enjoy this video, please give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe. And go!